Hey everyone, welcome to Seidio on Display, Seidio.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Seidio convert case for the Motorola DROID Bionic. You are more than welcome to check this case out at its official website at any time. That is going to be located at www.seidioonline.com. So if you haven't done so already, we recently did a video review of the Seidio Surface case for the DROID Bionic. We highly suggest you check that video out if you are interested in the convert you see in front of us today. The reason being is that the convert case itself is really just a super add-on kit for the Surface case, thus the name convert. It literally converts the Surface into the convert case. Alright, that's why its name is that way. Now what's nice about the convert is that you can actually buy it fully loaded, meaning that it's ready to go out of the box in this kit that you see in front of us right here, okay, and when it comes in the black color. But you can also buy an add-on kit, okay, which includes everything to the right of my hand. Here's the Surface case that you can buy separately, and then the add-on kit will include everything on the right. So Seidio has a very component approach to their accessories, meaning that you can always buy one thing at one time and buy something else at another time. It makes them a little bit more flexible, but just a forewarning, if you decide to do this, it is of course going to cost you more money, and we always want to save you a couple of bucks. And the savings can be quite significant, because if you start buying things piecemeal, you may end up spending an additional $15 to $20, and that's never a pleasant thing, considering you could have saved that in the first place had you just planned things out. Now, the convert used to be called the Rugged, so for you old Seidio fans out there that have bought a lot of their products in the past, but maybe you're just coming back now after a year hiatus, Seidio has completely changed their lineup, and the convert is now the Rugged case. So if it looks familiar, but at the same time it doesn't, that's the name of the game. Alright, so let's go and move forward with this review. I have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to make sure to try to keep everything under 10 minutes. Let's go and start with this right here for the ultimate screen guard. Okay, this is basically the screen protector kit included with the convert add-on kit or full body kit. And you know, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's a screen protector for your DROID Bionic, as the label states. So there we go. That's included. We're going to go on to the second piece. If you're buying the full body kit, you actually get a Seidio Surface case with it. It only comes in black. Okay, if you buy the add-on kit, this is not included. Now, if you want to customize your case a bit, I would recommend buying the color that you want your convert to be in. In other words, just buy the Surface in blue or red or purple, and then go ahead and buy the add-on kit. But if you just buy the combo kit, it's always going to come in black. Alright, I'm not going to talk about too much detail in this because we already have a video review of it. Feel free to check it out on our YouTube channel. Look for the Seidio Surface case review, okay? But this is part of the full body kit. So let's go and actually talk about the convert pieces. So this is technically layer number 1. This goes over the Surface right there. This is a very thick, very durable silicone skin that you see right here. It has reinforced sides as well as reinforced edges and corners, which is always nice. And there are actually dust covers and coverings where appropriate. There's actually a dust cover on the back for the camera lens and the LED flash on your DROID Bionic. And there's a dust cover on the top for the audio port, and there's covering for the power button. On the side, you actually have a dust cover for the HDMI and USB port. And then moving on to the other side, you actually have dust coverings for the volume up and down rocker, so it's a fully enclosed case when the skin is on there. I want to let you guys know that the Seidio convert is a very tough case, but it's not submersible. Okay, I get this question from time to time, but I think it's very important because people buy it thinking that it is submersible, and then they're in for a very nasty surprise. It's extremely waterproof and it's very tough, but it is not submersible. You can talk with your phone in the rain with the convert case on there, but I wouldn't recommend you you know, having it very loose and then dropping into the pool thinking everything's going to be okay. Okay, it's not meant to be waterproof. Now moving on to the second layer of the convert, you have this polycarbonate skeletal, or I should say exoskeletal frame that you see right here. And its main purpose is just to reinforce the skin. Okay, it doesn't really do anything else. You can't use it by itself, and it's a pretty simplistic piece. It's actually not that thick, but all reinforcements help. This actually buffers the corners a bit. It buffers the side a little bit, and more importantly, it keeps the skin nice and tight on the Surface case. All right. Now the last piece of the convert is this right here. This is the heavy-duty belt clip holster. This is not to be confused with the belt clip holster that you can buy with the Surface. Okay, guys, that's actually a separate holster on by itself. That's only meant to be used with the Surface. This is meant to be used with the fully assembled convert case. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot thicker, it's more robust. That's its job. On the interior side of the convert's belt clip holster, you can see a nice thin layer of microfiber. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. It's going to keep your screen nice and scratch-free, and also adds a trivial amount of shock absorption protection. In other words, it's cushion should you have to drop the entire assembly for whatever reason. Maybe you're fiddling around on your belt straps, etc., stuff like that, and this whole thing drops. So that's always there. There are wings and cradles on the side right there, so that guarantees that your phone does stay in place. This is a face-in design, okay? You cannot use it face-out, unfortunately, and the claw on top is there to brace it and, of course, keep it in place. Now, what's nice about this little claw on top is that, unlike other claws out there which are always loose, you can actually go ahead and lock this in place, which makes it a little bit more secure, and unlock it on the fly. Alright? Now, I've mentioned in the past about belt clip holsters like this. They can be kind of hit or miss with this claw on top. Since this is a heavy-duty case, I like this design, but for general usage, it can be somewhat of a hindrance because this does get stuck on stuff, especially when you're pulling out your phone. It gets stuck on clothing, etc., stuff like that, and that's just never pleasant. And it can also trap other things you don't want, and if you bend it out too much, it's pretty much game over for that hinge. It's going to pop right off and break. So be a little bit careful, but be mindful of what you're using it around, and that's all I have to say. So let's go and put the entire package together and then give you a very quick 360 tour. Here's our dummy version of the Motorola DROID Bionic. I am going to go ahead and start with the surface case and install that on there first. Okay, slide the bottom piece on there, slide the top piece on there, lock that into place. We're going to go with the first layer of the convert. Okay, this is outside the surface. That's the thick silicone skin layer. Just go and wrap it around like such. And unlike previous rugged cases, guys, you don't really need an instruction manual to install this. It's actually very intuitive, so that's always a nice redesign from Seidio. So once I have the skin on there, I'm going to go and add the exoskeletal frame. Okay, make sure that is in place. Make sure everything lines up. Okay, usually the most important thing is to check your dust covers, because if those line up, that means you have it installed correctly. And there we go. I'll show you the belt clip holster in just a moment. So you can see that the Seidio Convert has a significant lip that is created over the phone's screen. Right there. It's very, very thick. It's meant to do that. It's meant to take a lot of impact, and even if you happen to drop on the screen, the lip hopefully should stick out enough to go ahead and absorb that impact. And remember, the screen is not naked. You are supposed to use this screen protector with it. So there we go. Moving on to the top, showing you that cover for the power button as well as the dust cover for the audio jack that you see right there. There we are. It is very recessed in there, guys, so straight connectors will work, angled connectors will not. Okay, you can try to force it in there, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would get a port extender. Those are at sale, as well as various audio accessory shops. Moving on to this side, you can see the dust cover for the USB as well as the HDMI port. Okay, no surprises there. Also slightly recessed, but not the end of the world. Those tips tend to be a little bit longer and easier to use. Moving on to this side, we have covering for the volume up and down rocker. Moving on to the back, we have an opening for the built-in speaker on the DROID Bionic, as well as the dust cover for the camera lens and the LED flash. And there we go. A little bit hard to take out if you don't have long nails, but you know, you'll get used to it very quickly. That's how dust covers always work. So now let's go ahead and finish our review. We're going to go and slide this in, face in, into our actual belt clip holster. Okay, this is how it should look when it's attached to you. Speaking of the belt clip, on the back it rotates 180 degrees in total, meaning that 90 degrees to the left and 90 degrees to the right, like such. There's no locking mechanism on this, so it doesn't double as a kickstand that we see on other holsters, but it's never meant to do that anyway since it's a face-in holster, so please keep that in mind. Seidio uses spring hinges that you see right there. Those are two tightly wound coiled springs. I feel that this is a pretty okay design. It's not the best in the world. I like metal hinges myself, because those have alligator clip action going for them. They're very sturdy, they're very robust. You can use them over and over again. You never have to worry about them losing tension. Spring hinges you have to be a little bit careful of. If you treat them right, they'll last a very long time, but if you kind of abuse them, you slide your phone in and out like such constantly, and you just don't fully press and depress the belt clip, then that can be a problem. The springs may become a little bit warped, they may become a little bit off center, and then that's always bad news, because not only do you lose tension, there's a possibility of that popping right out, and you never want that in the heat of things. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And there you are. There's that lock and unlock that I showed you earlier. See, that locks the claw into place. I move it down and unlocks it, and there we go. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go and move the retail package into the chute and finish off this video. Here is the Seidio Convert. So I don't really have many closing words for this, other than it's a very rugged case. If you need protection, this is something to definitely check out, and it's very, well, I would say flexible, because it is from Seidio, and they have a component approach to things. So check it out on their website at www.seidioonline.com. Feel free to check it out on our own website, which is at www.daydio.com. Keep following us on our YouTube channel, Daydio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Thanks, as always, for watching.